the book of Daniel, chapter 7, and verse 13, and it reads, I saw in a night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Verse 14, and there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to the Akim and the Akwaf listening and learning. To you, Shalom, this brother Baal Malak. And this lesson getting right to the point. It got the seven signs of a fallen nation. You know, I think I only got to like 3. But we're going to continue reading. That's why I came out of Daniel 7, 13 and 14. It says, this out of the real truth. And it says, 7 signs of a fallen nation. No government, kingdom, or society of men lasts forever. See, again, you have to know the word of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. You know, Daniel 7, 13 and 14 telling you that Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai's kingdom is going to be an everlasting kingdom, which shall never be destroyed. It said that contribute to ancient Rome demise, warning signs that exist today within the United States and Britain. Why? Because America is Babylon the Great, which is spoken of in the Bible. That's why it said within the United States and Britain, because America is that it's the head of this whole this empire. And let's continue reading. And it says, in an interview with Financial Times, U.S. Comptroller General David Walker stated that nation government is on a burning platform of unsustainable policies and practices with physical deficit, chronic health care, underfunding, immigration, overseas military commitments threatening a crisis if action is not taken. The article added that Mr. Walker warned that there were striking similarities between the American current situation and the factors that brought down Rome, including declining moral values, political civility at home, an overconfident and overextended military in foreign lands, and physical irresponsibility by central government. He also said, I'm trying to sound an alarm and issue a wake-up call because they know that their society is coming to an end. They know that the end of Esau, what? Because Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So he's trying to sound an alarm. You know, he's sounding an alarm, but he can't, because why? You know, even Trump said it, and I just said it this weekend, that the prophets of doom are back on the earth. And those are the men of the Lord that are prophesying, coming straight out of the Bible, telling you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans that America is about to be destroyed and that we're coming to the end of Esau's age. Let's continue reading. Realized that Mr. Walker interview happened 15 years ago. It could not ring truer for the U.S. today. History reveals that all government, empires, and kingdom of men, no matter how grand, no matter how powerful, ultimately fall. It happened to ancient Egypt, Assyria, and Babylon. Even Rome was exempt. Though it dominated much of Europe, North Africa, Middle East, and parts of the Near East and lasted for 500 years, Rome Empire ultimately fell. There's an old and popular saying, Rome was not built in a day. Likewise, the Roman Empire did not fall in one night. Its decline was gradual. See, and America pushed this gradualism on you people. Right now, the gradualism thing is that they getting ready to put this digital rice, in you. The gradualism is that America's intervening in the Russia and the Ukraine conflict, that, that's a gradual process. It's not just going to happen, boo, boo, boo. It's gradual. It's building up. Tensions is building up between America and the Russian government, and America and Iraq, America and China. It's gradual. This is a gradual process that's taking place here. Lasted for 500 years, and Roman Empire ultimately fell. There's an old, we read all that. Similarly, these factors are working among societies in America and the British people and serving as a warning sign of a civilization destined to fall. Because we know that America is about to fall. That great whore that cities on many waters, yes, is about to fall. And we're going to get right the family unit. Let's continue reading. Matter of fact, let's go to the book of family units. It says the family unit. Few understand that the family unit is the basic building blocks of every thriving society. But America don't teach that. America telling a man that he can be a woman and a woman that she can be a man. Within the family, young minds are first taught the importance of building character, controlling one's emotion. And we know that many of you Negro, Latino, Native American men, y'all are very emotional because you've been raised by a single family household, mainly by the mothers. So they got y'all real emotional. Your mindset and your is all emotional. You like a woman on a period. Most of these men are. These young men and the grown men, they like women on periods. Controlling one's emotions, setting worthwhile goals, thriving for excellence. And you shouldn't be thriving for nothing but learning the law, understanding who the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, knowing the law, statutes, commandments. That's what you should be doing. Matter of fact, let's go get that, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So that's the whole duty of man right there is fearing the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. So you don't have to be out here trying to build, no Fortune 500 company. Fathers, let's see, continue with this family unit, man. I'm going to just jump around here because I know I'm on a time constraint thing. But as new generations come to age, the family weakened and is fractured. Husband and wives gave in to the pull of human nature to engage in widespread adultery, inevitably leading to increasing rates of broken marriages. Divorce for virtually any reason became legal. Instead of getting divorced, all one spouse had to do was consider himself or herself divorced. The marriage was through. Why? You break the family unit up. Why? Leviticus 18 and 32, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. And in America, they don't lift the woman up over the man. So how can you keep a thriving government or keep a family unit structure when America, they promote that the woman being over the man? See? These are family units. These are the things that are destroying a family unit. And America is good for that. America, all they want you to do, and mainly this was devised against the Israelites. They wanted to take the man out the household so that they can keep them prison systems filled. Because they know why. Because they always, because women raise emotional men. Emotional men make emotional decision and they act out emotional. They go kill. That's why we got this thing called black on black crime. We know that those are the curses of Deuteronomy 28:15 and down. But at the same time, women, they gonna raise these emotional little sons, and they gonna raise emotional daughters, and everything is come to a head. And this is what you get: a broken family unit. Education. Let's go to this education because it's really going to be quick. Is that the Roman Empire began with educational system that emphasized developing character, morality, patriotism, and social values in young lives. See, in America, they don't teach that now. That's how we know that America is Babylon. That's how we know that America is declining. They don't teach those things. But again, the whole duty of man is to keep the commandments and worship the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Those are the whole duties of man. But see, America tell you go to these universities and get all this education and get this wisdom of this world. But let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 20. It says, where is wisdom? Where is the scribes? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not Yahweh made foolish the wisdom of this world? It's foolishness of this world. When you go to get all these degrees, especially Eve gonna go get 5 and 6 different degrees. Continue on with that wisdom. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. See, that's what they tell you. They promote all of this go get this college education. They tell you to do everything except to worship the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. They tell you everything, put off God. They'll tell you, America tell you, no, we don't worry about it. No, don't trust in God. Put your trust in us because we know the way. We got the correct way. That's what Esau tell you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. But that's why you can see the 7 signs of a fallen nation or kingdom. Let's get back to it. Now you got religion. Oh, man. Woo. Let's read a little of this. It says, today, millions of Americans, Britons, and other claims to worship the only one deity, the God of the Bible. And we know that no one worship the God of the Bible but the Hebrew Israelites. You Baptists don't worship the God of the Bible. You Protestants, you Catholics, we know those Muslims. We know the Buddhists. They don't worship the God of the Bible. Because if you worship the God of the Bible, you'll fear the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah and keep his commandments, for that is the whole duty of man. And we know that none of those groups practice the correct way of worshiping the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. The word worship means to regard with great extravagant respect. And we know that none of the people, the groups that I just mentioned, none of them regard and with great extravagant respect of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. We know that. We know that. Let's go to the book of Leviticus. And we're going to start this is Leviticus chapter, 20? Leviticus chapter 20, and we're going to start at verse 22. Leviticus 20 and verse 22. And ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgment and do them, that the land, whether I bring you, will dwell therein, spew you not out. And ye shall not walk in the manners of the nations which I cast out before you, for they commit all these things, and therefore I abhor them. The Most High abhor the other people. And it's going to say it right in verse 24. But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land. I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, your power, which has separated you from other people. The Lord separated the Israelites from other people, man. But we went whoring after other gods. So that's why we found ourselves on the transatlantic slave trade, being brought here to America for a punishment. We was brought here for a punishment. We didn't come here so that we can grow 6'9" and play for the Boston Celtics. We didn't come here so that we can run a 4-2 flat so we can play cornerback for the Denver Broncos. No, we came over here for a punishment. That's what we came up over here for, a punishment. And that's exactly what's playing out in these last days. Because again, the Most High in verse 20, in verse 24, what he said? He said, for I am the Lord, your power, which has separated you from other people. The Lord made us wholly separable from other people. That's why we're the salt of the earth. That's why every nation, whatever Jake is doing, whatever Jake brings something in style, every nation follow it. I know 2/3 you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all hate that. But whatever Jake trends everything. When Jake is trending, everybody's following it. Let's continue reading. It said pleasure seeking. And we know that pleasure seeking is a big thing in with Jake. Let's read a little of this. The Romans were master extreme pleasure seeking. And we know some of the pleasure seeking is what? Jake always out on the hunt looking for the box. Eve is always on the hunt looking for the biggest Johnson she can find. So that's all pleasure seeking. Jake looking for a box, Eve looking for the next big Johnson. Jake trying to find, pleasure seeking, trying to find his next best football team or his basketball team or something to do, that really got to do with folly. They do the dance videos, they do the TikTok videos. They doing all kind of, the women, they are showing they booty videos and they are bikinis. See, that's just all pleasure seeking things. All pleasure seeking. Let's go to the book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 16. They profess that they know Yahweh, but in works they deny him, being abominable, and disobedient, and to every good work a reprobate. And many of our people, especially within you Israelites, are reprobates. Y'all are pure reprobates. See, these are I just got to what? Three of the signs of a fallen kingdom, and we still got 4. And I'm going to try to complete this, later on. But, this lesson could continue to get longer, and you can bring out precept after precept after precept to show you that America is Babylon the Great, that filthy nation, man. America and Britain, however you want it. You go read Daniel the 7th chapter to tell you, how they are the Romans, the ancient Babylonians, the Grecians, how their kingdoms rose to power. And this right here was just an example of how those kingdoms fell. Again, the book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 16. They profess that they know Yahweh, but in works they deny him. We know all our nations deny because they don't want to worship the God of the Bible, being abominable and disobedient unto every good works. Our people are just filthy, man. Our people are filthy. And how do they, one of the most filthiest ways that they deny the Lord is that they go, thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination. That's the most filthiest way that America promotes, this the downfall of a nation and a people. Because they want everyone just to be sleeping around. Now they even got it where you can go marry your animal if you want to marry an animal here in America. So these are all things that were worthy of death in the ancient days. A man getting caught with adulteries, a woman sleeping with other men. Those were offenses for death. But here, you being promoted. You get lifted up here. Go ask your president, your first so-called black president. He signed the first same-sex marriage. Because, that's what he loved. Kudos. That's all you heard when he was president. When somebody coming out of the closet, he was kudos. But that was him. That was him in a nutshell. And now you look at your TV, you look at all your TV, you go outside, all you see is the filthiness of this society, the filthiness of America, Babylon the Great. And you Negro, Latinos, and Native American, the biblical Israelites, y'all are just joining hand in, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. I'm rambling right now, so we're going to close it out there. Leviticus, no, matter of fact, let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 6. It said, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And that's what the whole duty was a father and the husband was in the family structure, was to train up our children. But see, America, they did a great job in separating, the so-called Israelite man from his wife, because he uplifted the woman and he kicked the man out the house so he couldn't train up his child. Because a woman can't train up a man. A woman she can't lead a household by herself. Because when she lead a household by itself, everybody becomes emotional, becomes unstable. And a lot of women, if the shoe fit, then you wear it. If a shoe don't fit, then you shouldn't comment on this. So I'm going to close out there. I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to the Akim and the Akwath listening and learning. To you, I say Shalom.